So today I have channeled that serendipity is coming, this wonderful huzzah moment where you step out of this little place of seclusion where you have been placed by your ancestors and your spirit guides, because they've put you in this really protective bubble right now, and they're saying to you, look, yeah, you are going to be coming to the edge, absolutely 100%, as you come out of this cave, this little palace, whatever you want to view it as. In the next couple of days, as you come out the other side of this new moon energy, you're just going to have this wonderful ray of sunshine, this real epiphany, this strength that just washes over you. And I'm just going to put these cards down while I channel, because what I feel very, very much is that throughout your life, you have been silenced. Your voice has been minimized. It's been belittled. And you can hear in my voice now as I'm trying to speak, my throat's beginning to close up. And yeah, this is because this is being put right. This is being fixed. For the first time in your life, and I feel this could have been an incredibly long time coming. And I'm just, I often talk about 7-year karmic cycles, and very much that 7-year karmic burden, that weight that you've been carrying, your own karmic debt that you needed to heal and transmute, other people's that was placed upon you, all that's gone. But for some of you, I feel this has been an awful lot longer. I feel for some of you, this could have been 7 years times 3. So, we're talking, for some people, this has been 21 years in the making. And that is one hell of a long time. And just as I said that, my goodness, I got this really sudden, sharp pain in the center of my chest. And it's like, kapow, it was like a real sudden finger to the chest from my ancestors, my guides, just saying, yeah, it's fixed. It's over with. You can speak freely. Nobody is going to minimize you anymore. You are stepping into this fantastic place of personal power, wisdom, self-worth. And people are going to start viewing you with absolute wonderment and awe. People are going to just be like, how did I never listen to this person before? And I've just bitten the inside of my mouth just as I started saying that, on the left-hand side. And it's like somebody's still trying to stop me saying something. So I just want to shuffle the deck and see exactly who that is. Yeah, see, look, it's no place like home. Treasure Island. There are people around you still who are wanting to try and hold you back from reaching this point. They already know you're at that gate. You've lifted the latch and you're about to go through the gateway of your higher purpose. But they always say, and this is an expression I've used many times in my readings, at that moment where you are reaching your point of highest ascension, the devil comes to play. Because look, yeah, you 100% are being blessed right now. So there is somebody still, and I'm tapping my left ear. There's somebody still, and my head's beginning to ache. Somebody very specific doesn't want you to move forwards. It's like you're moving forwards without them, but they made this decision to leave you in this position. And it's like they're kicking themselves. Maybe that was that sharp pain I felt. It's that sudden sharp pain of, oh my God, they're going, they're gone. It's like a plug was being pulled out. It's like an electric shock to my chest. So yeah, energetically, it's like the hookup cable on my boat to the power line. You put them in together and then electricity comes into my boat. If I pulled that apart, bang, everything would fuse, gone. That's what's happened. You have energetically snapped off this power cord, per se, to this very specific person. And yeah, when it hit me in my chest, I couldn't breathe, look. It's enabled you to breathe freely, to speak freely. So let's just go on a little. Yeah, you see, look, you are no longer between two worlds, but the person you are leaving behind is. And they are asking themselves, why, oh, why, oh, why did they leave themselves in this position where you have gone without them? They really felt when you walked away because you were forced to, they left you with no other choice. But they really thought that when you walked away, that you would stay stagnant, that you would stay, that this would be you. One foot in the past and one foot stuck, not knowing what to do with yourself. But what you did was find your power, your strength, your tenacity. And you went, okay, this can fuck off, quite frankly. I'm going regardless. And you picked yourself up, you dusted yourself off, and you carried on. And this person, they saw this change in you, and they saw you being completely in your faith. You had absolute faith and trust in your divine journey, that you allowed the wind to carry you. You knew that it didn't matter what happened, you were going to land on your feet, that you were going to end up exactly where you needed to be. And that is what you've done. See, look, yeah, this person, they left you. They walked away. They cut you dead. And they just didn't give a stuff about it in that moment. But right now, they're overthinking this. They are just like, oh my God, they've gone. They've left without me. This could have been 12, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years for this person to wake up and go, they're gone. And energetically, you are. Maybe still in your head from time to time, you still think about them and think, I wonder if they think about me. And the answer is they overthink about you. And what they're overthinking about right now is that they know unequivocally that you are their destined counterpart. And they unequivocally know that they broke this divine contract. You were meant to remain together in this lifetime to achieve this higher purpose together. But they dropped the ball. They ran away. They ran home crying to mummy, oh, I can't do this because this person's ascending quicker than me. It's making me feel inadequate. So I'm going to return to karmic cycles and toxic ways of being. Well done, Buttercup. That was your choice. But don't expect us to do the same. Don't expect us to stay stuck. But they did, because they were coming from a place of ego and materialism. They were very, very much stuck in a mindset of the 3D. So to them, in their head, you didn't have the ability to do this, because I've said it already in a reading this week, they underestimated you. They underestimated everything that you stand for. But now they know. And it's strange because I'm seeing this card here, go the distance. They now want to come rushing back in at high speed, like the chariot, knock you right off your feet and go the distance with you. And I'm hearing that song is by a band called Cake. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines thumping and humming in time. And it's like their heart, bang, bang, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Their heart is beginning to race because they know they're in the stops. They've got to go. They've got eyes on. They've got to reach the finishing line, because if they don't get back to you in time, you are going to be gone. And also in that song, the chorus, he's going the distance, he's going for speed. She's all alone, all alone, all alone in her hour of need. That's what he did. He left you all alone in your hour of need, and he walked away and he never looked back. But now that switch has flipped and he's looking back and he's being played back. There's like a movie screen going, you know, like an old cine camera, and it's going round and round and round, and the film keeps sticking at that point where he left you in your hour of need, remorselessly, carefree, without guilt. Oh, well, I'm going over here because that's what I want to do, being, you know, that's what I want to be doing with my life, and to hell with what's happening in your camp. I know I'm meant to be standing with you side by side, shoulder to shoulder, and this is the divine contract that you and I wrote in our blood in the Akashic records. But hey, nah, I've decided I want to go over here instead. And you went, okay. And in that moment, it destroyed you. But you turned that pain into something incredibly powerful, and you didn't give up. You remained absolutely steadfastly true to your divine contract. So after a period of grief and wondering what the hell just happened there, you were like, right, I've just got to get my shit together. I've just got to get on. I've got to continue. Life goes on. And that's what I'm hearing. That's what you kept telling yourself each day when you felt like you didn't want to get up, or you didn't want to have to do that today, or everything felt too much and all you wanted to do was hide under a duvet and cry and cry and cry. You had to tell yourself life goes on. And so it did. And day by day, week by week, month by month, life went on, and you got stronger and stronger and stronger. And because of your commitment, and because of your faith, and because of your endless hope that something better was coming, and your commitment to your divine contract and doing everything by the book as it is written, you are now being rewarded. You know, the divine has been watching, the angels have been watching you, and I'm being told that you are like this A++ student. It's like in a really short space of time, you've done your GCSEs, your A-levels, you've gone to university, you've done a degree, a master's, a PhD, and now you're there, you're guru level. You are this incredible ascended master. And the Most High, the archangels, the angels, your ancestors, your guides, they're all just sitting back. And I'm scratching the back of my head as I'm saying this, because it's like I'm feeling somebody there touching the back of my head, you know, like a parent would, and going, I am so proud of you. You have excelled all expectations. You've excelled your own expectations. You've excelled the expectations of your spirit team. And that is immense. And I hope you understand in this moment. I'm getting really hot as I'm saying this, and my cheeks are going really hot. It's like there's a collective blushing of pride, but there's absolute humility in that pride as well. And this is what you are now being promised. It's like everything now is coming for you. You are going to this land of milk and honey. You know, it was the Egyptians, wasn't it, who bathed in milk? Cleopatra. That's how you are seen. You are so revered. And I do feel your past lives go back as far as the Egyptian times. And there are some really strong, powerful ancestors around you right now. Because I'm seeing you gilded in gold. This is how precious you are. You are undoubtedly one of the 144. You are a chosen person. I'm really sorry. I've just done a little belch there. And that's like a little energetic release. Just bear with me. When I go quiet, it's because I'm downloading. That little energetic release I had there, that relates to going wherever the wind may take you. And I'm feeling like there's this little puff of air within you right now. And the winds of change are blowing around my boat today as well. And I feel you're about to change direction again. Now, the direction you go in, yes, look, it's bringing you to a place of community. It's bringing you to a place where you're going to feel you belong. And it's not just somewhere that you're going to call home. This is somewhere you actually belong. This is where you're meant to have been heading to your entire life. I don't know why I'm talking so quietly about it. I think it's like it's meant to be a secret. I'm not meant to be telling you this bit. And maybe that's why I was burping, because like my guides are saying, shh, don't tell. But yeah, there's something very, very secretive about this energy here. It's really exciting. Yeah, I'm being told to be quiet on that one. So I'm going to have to put those cards down. But yeah, know that you are going to be moving. You are going to be heading somewhere new. And it's totally unexpected. It's almost like you've already moved once or twice in the past couple of years. But now you're going to be moving again. And you're not expecting that move. And it's going to be completely overnight. Well, woof, I didn't know I was going there. But when you get there, you're just going to be like, wow. Because you feel like where you are right now is home. It feels like home. It's been really comfortable. It's been like a really lovely, fluffy fleece blanket around you. It's been secure. It's kept you really, really safe. But I'm being told that you can take that blanket off now. It's been like a little safety net for you, like a little life jacket. But it's like as I'm doing this, I'm kind of like taking a jacket off, and yeah, it's like your guides are saying it's time to go. You're not going to know you're going, but when you get there, you're going to know why. At the time, you're going to be feeling like, what the hell's going on? And the reason is because this place you're going to, it's about clearing out everything from the past. Everything that you've been doing your entire life, it's like being swept away now, because you are re-emerging. It's like you're going through this entire rebirthing process. And I'm rubbing my forehead as I'm saying that. So again, it's like my guides are saying, come on, don't say too much, because everybody's journey is different and we're not meant to see what's up ahead, because if we know what's up ahead, some of us are going to stall. We're going to step back. And that's what I'm being told I can't say, because if I tell you too much, you're all going to go, oh, and that can't happen. But trust this, because look, you're going to be poised. Because where you are, I know you're really happy and you're really excited about where you are, but look, it's not for you. And the reason it's not for you is because there's something that's going to go by you if you're not in the right place. And I always say what's for you won't go by you. But on this occasion, you need to be in the right place at the right time for that serendipitous moment. Where were we? Right at the beginning. Bear with me. Sorry, I've just got to go back through all my cards. Serendipity. For this serendipitous, divinely aligned moment to take place, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. And where you are now isn't the right place. So everything is fully going on behind the scenes. I just see this absolute flurry of activity that's going on. It's really chaotic, actually. I can hear all sorts of things being moved around. It's almost like a game of Monopoly that's going on up there, and people are running around and, you know, go and collect your £200 and blah, 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 blah. Because look, this new life is being born. Oh my God, new life. Time to go. There's an unfinished symphony. This is something you are yet to complete. Now, I was just talking about rebirthing. There's the egg. This is the egg that you're coming out of. You're all going to really hate me right now because you're not going to like what I'm going to say. But this is the one thing I know that I am allowed to say. This is your divine counterpart coming back around, because the higher power is sending them back, because it is divinely written, it is set in stone in this lifetime that you are meant to walk this path of your higher purpose together. They are watching you, they are waiting. They've been taking some major time out, but they know that this is a never-ending story, and they know that they need to come forwards with a loyal heart because it's fated. They need to bring you regeneration. They need to build new blocks with you. They are currently at this fork in the road. They are at that point where they're going, do I go and meet them at the gate, or do I carry on where I am? I think this person of yours, this divine counterpart, they're an overthinker. You're thinking that they've forgotten about you because they've had a real cold front where you're concerned. I don't think you've communicated for a really long time. You may have communicated on your side, but there's been absolute stonewall from their side. And you're thinking, well, that's because they don't give a shit. You couldn't be more wrong. This person cares so much, but they are so ashamed by what they did. And they know that the minute they have to take that step forwards to you and say, I'm sorry, they have to accept that what they did was fucking shitty. And they know it was. But to actually have to speak that out loud after this time has passed, it really frightens them. But they're going to be forced to do it. They absolutely 100% have to do it. But also, what else they're overthinking is that they know they can come back to you completely changed, and trust me, they are such a different person to the one you knew. In the same respect, you too are a different person. I feel like the innocence has gone between you, and that's a sad thing. That joyful flush of first love innocence that you had, even though they weren't your first love, that made your love so unique and divine, has gone. But it's a more mature love now. It's going to be built on a really firm foundation. But they're scared. They're really, really scared, because they can come forward to you, cap in hand, really humble, and tell you how sorry they are. But they know you won't be listening to their words. They know you'll be watching their actions. And they know if they make one mistake, you'll have no problem with doing exactly to them what they did to you, and saying, do you know what? Thanks ever so much, but no thank you. And that's what they fear the most, because they've got a ladder to climb, because you're so high up now. In order for them to reach you in such a short space of time, they've really got to run. They've got to get their Forrest Gumps on, and they've just got to keep on running. But they've also got to put in that work and be willing to continue to ascend. They can't just come in with a half-assed effort, put in the effort for a couple of months, and then just sit back, relax, and, you know, wait for you to prepare dinner every night. It's just not going to happen that way. And this frightens them. But what also frightens them is how they actually approach you, because this person is very logical. They're all up in their head. They're the sort of person who will write it all down. They'll write a script. This is what I'm going to say. Then they'll phone up a trusted friend. This is what I've written. And then they'll act it out over the phone, and the friend will be sat there with their head in their hands just going, look, mate, just, you know, look, come on. You've just got to let it flow. You've got to speak from your heart, but you can't go in prepared with a script. And your person's like, okay, yeah, you're right. They scrumple it up. They throw it in the bin. 3 o'clock in the morning, they wake up in a cold sweat, go and grab that paper back out of the bin. They're like, no. This is what I've got to do. This is what I've got to say. And I can see them scratching out words and putting different words they know will speak to your heart. And then they'll speak to their friend again the next morning, and their friend's going to be like, look, mate, I've told you. That isn't going to work. It's not what you say. It's what you do. It's how you approach your person and look at them and behave around them. Because this friend, although they probably don't know you particularly well, they are familiar with your energy. It's like this whole sort of soul family thing. They've come into your energy at some point in a past life, so they know that you are this all-knowing, all-seeing eye, and they know you're going to see straight through your person if they come forwards with this script that's been prepared. Because a prepared script isn't speaking from your heart, although this person will have put an awful lot of thought into that script. It's just not free-flowing. And you're just going to sit there and just go, oh, bullshit. And it's not going to be the right approach. So they're really, really scared about that. But they're also exceptionally scared that you're just going to fob them off. Because even though I feel an element of forgiveness has flowed between you, the past can't be forgotten, but it has to be left in the past in order for this to be rebuilt. Yes, see, look, breathe is coming out again. You're both going to be put in this space. You're going to be put in the right place at the right time together in the right location. And I feel this is a location that is neutral territory for you both. It's a halfway point, like a halfway house kind of energy, where you're going to be brought together to have this breathing space, to be able to talk freely without worrying about people from the past listening, or, you know. I do want to say to you, yeah, see, look, this is in reverse. This is why I needed to do this. Your divine counterpart, when they first connected with you, there were people from their past who they were holding on to. Now, this doesn't have to be exes. This can be family. It can be ways of behaving. It can be overbearing friendships, they allowed them to take precedence over what they had with you. It's like you got breadcrumbed and the people over here got Wagyu steak, because in their head, they thought that there was always a chance. Your person was very avoidant. They'd already been hurt before in their life, and they were leading into this union with you from a place of trauma response, because they'd been broken-hearted before. So they thought if they broke your heart first, you couldn't possibly hurt them. But what they were doing the whole time they were with you was hurting you, because they were breadcrumbing you, putting all their attention, energy, resources into these people over here, who actually 90% of them should have been cut out, because they were serving no other purpose than to just interfere in something that was incredibly divine and written. It was written in the stars. And nobody understood this connection but you and your person. And your person would go off and tittle-tattle to their inverted commas friends over here and tell them all about this connection. They're all just saying to them, that's pie in the sky, mate. Yeah, loopy. Nah, she's talking smack. You want to, knock that on the head. That sounds really obsessive and weird. But this is because these people are really karmic. But your person had to go back over here to learn to see these people in their true, authentic state, which is toxic. People who just want to hold everyone back from achieving what they're meant to achieve in this lifetime. And your person has lost so much time, so many resources, and so much energy over here. And this is a realization they've had. And I feel this realization has come since February. This has been in the making. And this is where they are now. They've kicked these people to the curb. Yeah, see, look, they've chopped wood. They're gone. So I want you to know that when they come forwards, the one thing that isn't coming with them is the past. That is gone. You don't have to have that fear, that anxiety about, is that person going to be texting again? When we're out having a really beautiful evening together, is that phone going to be pinging with that prat from the past? The answer is 100% no. Because in the time that your person hasn't been with you, they've actually been chopping these people out. And that's why they haven't been communicating with you on any level whatsoever. But they fear this plug that you've pulled, because they felt it. And it's almost like this plug being pulled, this energetic plug going and fusing, is what sparked them back into action. They are going to be given a leg up by the universe to get their arse in gear, to get on that ladder with you. And they are coming in with a message very, very soon, because there is an incredibly deep knowing on their part that you 100% are their divine feminine counterpart. And they need to be fair. They need to bring you the justice. But also, it's not just about bringing you justice. It's about completing this divine contract, taking it to fruition in this lifetime as it is written and destined to be. And I don't feel this person has completed out on anything in their life. They're half job Harry. And actually in their head, they're really ashamed of the fact that they can look back on their life and see so many unfinished jobs. All the words, but absolutely no action. But now they want to be action. And the action they're going to be is towards you and proving to you that they are everything that you deserve, and they are coming back to you right. They are going to offer you reciprocity, loyalty, commitment. When you were together, they demanded loyalty from you whilst giving absolutely none. But the flip has 100%. The script has 100% flipped there. Trust that. They are going to be coming in so loyal, because there's a lesson they have learned about loyalty, and it's left like a big branding on their heart, and they are never going to make that kind of mistake again. They're never going to put their loyalty and all those eggs in one basket ever again. And there are so many people from their past who they are never going to trust again, ever. And I'm saying that with quite a passive aggressive ferocity to my voice, because that's how that energy's coming out of your person. They're just like, stay the fuck away from me. And I feel that's what they've done with a lot of people. They've told them to just get the fuck away, stay the fuck away, because they now understand the interference that this had on what they should have had with you. This is happening here and now. Your person is coming forward. They're going to make a grand gesture, and it's not an empty gesture. It's not a guilt gift. This is something they're going to be offering you that is tangible. Nothing they offered you previously was tangible. It was all future faking. It was all bullshit, and it was all, you know, water through fingers. But now it's not. This 100% go create is coming forward exactly as it should, in perfect and divine timing. And look, they're elevated. They're your divine masculine. The Kundalini fire is burning, and it has only ever burned for you. Nobody on this earth does for them what you do. And they had to have this realization. But I'm just going to leave it here. Right now, they're asking themselves, why? Why did I even allow this to happen? Why did I let this situation go on? Why did I hurt someone so unconditionally, vulnerably loving, go through what I put them through? And the answer is, for everything a reason. And the reason was this divine love. It didn't start out correctly, but it fucking well is going to end correctly. It really is. And excuse my language on that one. This is about to play out exactly as it's meant to. And I actually see that you are both going to set sail to pastures new together. And I feel this was a sticking point back in the day. This is where the collapse came between you both. There was a plan to move together, to have your beginning, your space, your place, your foundation stone for your divine union and your higher purpose. And this is where all these past people came in, and they put the kibosh on it. But now, this is what's going to happen. That plan that never came to fruition, tick tock, divine timing, it's coming back round into alignment. And I really, really love that. And I'm going to leave you there on that, because life doesn't get much better than that. But I have been Luna Winters Tarot. I am a psychic medium and divine channeler. I am also on Instagram at Luna Winters Tarot, blue tick verified. And look, sorry, just as I'm doing that, you know, when I talked about rebirthing and eggs and how you're being rebirthed and you're coming out of your shell, there we go. Peace. You and your divine counterpart, when this comes back into alignment, I feel in the next 17 days, which is a really weird number for me to have been given, but that's the number Archangel Michael's shouting in my ear. He doesn't need to shout. I can hear him. He thinks I'm being rude now, but hey. Your person knows that you're going to be a tough egg to crack. It's like you're hard-boiled now. That softness for now is gone. They have an awful lot to prove to you, and they are going to be willing to prove that to you. But what they want to bring you is peace. They're not coming in to unsettle that calmness and peace that you have. They're coming to add to it. They've been through chaos and conflict over there. They too want this peace. This is what was promised to you both. This is what you promised to each other when you originally came together. And this is what is coming now. You are going to achieve your higher purpose together. I see that you are going to walk through that gate together. It's really strange. Sorry, you're going to have to bear with me. Each time I go quiet, it's because I'm channeling. I am seeing really calm waters. So waters here could be a very, very relevant thing for you and your person. Because I'm seeing an awful lot of blue, but that lot of blue as well is the energy of Archangel Michael and his protectiveness of this union. You know, this is a real what the divine has put together, let no man put asunder, and you're going to need to trust that 100%. There is no person on this earth who can put this union asunder again. Because once you two are back together, it is going to be instantly solidified. It's going to be like quick setting cement. And you're going to be set that moment in time. And there's no one who can come and chip away at that cement, not even you or they or anyone around them, because that's divinely protected cement. It's a very strange analogy I'm coming up with there, and you're going to have to go with me on that one, but that's how it is. It's set in stone. It is written. That is the Akashic record. You two are going to be placed in a particular moment, in a particular time, to start again. It's like a rewind, because you were already placed in a perfect place, in a perfect time, the first time you came round together. But everything else was still unsettled. Everything else was still murky and muddled. This time, though, it's perfect and divine timing. The karma is gone. You are ascended. You are the way shower. And your person now sees that. All those things they admired about you in the first instance, they absolutely revere and adore now. They forgot about it. They allowed themselves to forget about it. They allowed it to become tarnished. But now they see you in this precious, divine, feminine glory, this energy that you are. You're like a ray of sunshine. You glow. And they want to bask in the glow. But they also want to add to it. They want to come back along. They want to plug themselves back in. And they want to max your voltage from 12 volt up to 240 volts. I'm having to use boat analogies here because that's the way I can express it. So, you know, before you were running on 12 volt and the batteries kept running low and there was no one there to pump up the engine but you, and you got tired and they were draining you. They were draining your battery, but now they're coming along, they're hooking back up. You're going to be maxed to 240, you're on shore power, and it's going to be full steam ahead. And I'm rambling now. But anyway, you get the drift. So there we go. Have a really blessed rest of your Sunday. And if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments below, but also give me a like and a subscribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, head to Luna Winters Tarot, buy me a coffee, click on the shop link and you can peruse my readings there. There's one more thing I want to do. Sorry, I need to stop rambling, don't I? I think this is the longest reading I have ever done. See, look, there you go. Facts. There you go. Take that as your final clarification. I have spoken absolute fact. And Archangel Michael, because it's on blue, is confirming that. And I'm laughing because he's laughing over my shoulder here. So there you go. Have a wonderful Sunday evening all. Take good care. Blessings sending to you all.